Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. When I close my eyes, that's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw faith in the ocean air defense. A prototype drone. My dad died in battle. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
See what it's like up there. I've had it all you want, above the clouds, but technology's always changing. If you don't keep up, it'll leave your ass behind. Seeing it from the cockpit.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine magazine over to me with an article. And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. Taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone, lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here. There's a bunch wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. When I close my eyes, that's how we got the parts to build our own. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in my best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Caution, pull up. Caution, pull up. Caution, pull up.
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. Watch out for the support aircraft. I'm on this one's tail.
Breaking hostile lock.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Fox 3. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Breaking to escape lock. Still in the fight.
Mage 2, missile launch.
You'll knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installation and return to base.
Mage 2, target down. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is
is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Locked. Fox 2. Fox 2.
I'm spiked! Warning, bandit! Bandit in my sight! Locked on! Bandit has a lock! Enemy has fled! That only scratched me up. Continuing with combat. Enemy missile closing! Breaking! Enemy on my tail! It's closing! Break! Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I call that mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. 15 over the hangars and runways.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! They're the hell on fire! The harbor's under heavy fire!
Special weaponry depleted. In gun range.
Friendly aircraft lost!
One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. You're hit! Enemy missile closing! Breaking!
To Gollum and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2,
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I'm Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Arusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Rouge Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Target destroyed.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Fox 2. Page 2, locked.
The anti-air radar vehicle has been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
It's an air raid. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft. Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Splashed.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellite. It's reliable, so trust your radars. The base is wrecked.
Enemy on your rear!
Mates 2, break that lock!
Enemies travel a long way, so they're trying to end this quickly.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Page 2, missile away.
Friendly aircraft locked!
Lockdown bandit.
Enemy missile cruising! Breaking! Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
Watch 2. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
We aim over clear ground. School 3, you have to bail out now.
Page 2,
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
2 targets remaining.
On target 6.
Just about to go online. Base was too far from Allied territory.
Trigger, there's one more to go. Enemies locked on.
They decided. They have nowhere to hide. Heads up, bandit behind you.
Bandit is in my sights.
We get the one later we can't counter. We expanded the footprint too quickly.
without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus. Good work, Trigger. The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap.
Getting out of rock. Breaking.
Missile away. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing. Golem 2, Fox 2.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go. No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback from those poor merchants. Type your manual in a language we can understand. I'm on his rear. Bandit evaded attack. Trying again.
5 targets remaining.
Missile evading.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. Huh? Keep your mind focused.
Bandit on your 6. Shake him off.
Launch preparations complete. Hostiles are free. Whenever you're ready.
Stand clear. 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war could change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
UAV down.
Golem 2, the enemy's reading. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go. Fox 2.
Bandits are in the clouds.
No remaining special weaponry.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Here's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good.
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target.
You've given us air superiority by the first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger, maintain your current approach. 50 meters. Excellent work, Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Don't let those jerks do your kills. Gargoyle 2, fire, now!
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. I'm lost evading. Careful, there's a real demon in there. If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move even if you're in a 9G turn.
I can't shake it! Okay, I'm right behind him.
Mage 2, enemy has a radar lock on you.
Four remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Where are our reinforcements? Let's lock. Missile, evading!
Mark 2.
We're surrounded. Locked on. They got me.
Three remaining.
Heads up. Bandit behind you.
Damn, he got away.
They got me. Eject.
We've got this. We can't recover.
We need reinforcements now.
That flank is open. Delta 2, move in. Is the enemy command insane? Trying to pull out.
Fox 2. Missile evaded.
You're mine.
Yeah, I'm on his ass.
Mage 2, walking.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight. Nice kill.
One remaining.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Bandit in my sights. Mage 2 enemy has a lock on you. Missile, evading.
Eyes up in there. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert. The Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Delta 1.
Just waiting for mission command.
Break, now!
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys won't go down easy.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
That thing? God help us. It's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
They can't get a lock. Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on?
Mage 2 bandit on your 6. Column 3, Box 2.
Lit up. Find your own target. Chosen 1, check 6. Commander. Got me!
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Mage 1, get your head out of your ass. Stop arguing with the damn drone. Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit! Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile! We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
Keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Evade! Control ground. I'm breaking up!
Skeleton 2 lost.
We got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. They noticed earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to pull it. I'm back and
It won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Mage 2, UAV down.
Going for the loner. Target lock. Firing.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Target was not struck.
Not on my watch.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative. This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts. Prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One advantage. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile! Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
I'm dead beat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared.
This is not good. Brony, break off.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Portrait aircraft.
Brandon is in my sights.
Fox 2.
Get those UAVs off of France.
Red Golem and Main Squadron can handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. 1,500 to runway. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Caution. Pull up.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused. Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. progress, Trigger. Currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
Increasing alert.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
RTV, going home.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Locked. Target destruction confirmed.
Missile.
Page 2, Magnum.
Missile.
Page 2, target destroyed.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile. Missile.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before then. Mage 2, target down. Half of the anti-air guns down. Half of the SAM sites are down.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are cleared to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Seeing them. Going up to meet our two VIPs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Column and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the ex-president's location now. Run for the container!
There's too many. We can't take all of them.
Missile.
You're being locked onto.
Missile.
Missile launched.
Pull up.
Target destroyed. Mage 2, locked.
Going 2, hang in there.
Mage 2.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold
towers. Respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper heading to the area too! That was thermal barracks! Shit! Rocket!
Damn! UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Missile.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. We'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Kind of fly.
Better than Mr. Harling.
Will do. That's about half. Mop up the rest.
Enemies locked on. We're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover.
Special weaponry depleted. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with? Hurry! Bandit on my 6! I can't get away!
Missile.
UAV down.
Bandit coming at you!
Missile. Stall warning.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
3 remaining. UAV confirmed down. Locked. 1 remaining.
Zero. Caution. Pull up. Caution. 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 Pull up. Stall warning.
Miss. That's a miss.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
I'm out of missiles.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
Alright. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling wants to visit this
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
Targeting range of guns. missile launch.
Roger. Transport.
Nice work.
Orders on a fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fight. Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed. Enemies locked.
Where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. It's on the White House. I need the harbor.
Intimates.
That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Chronicles 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, Babel.
3 minutes remaining.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed?
The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Hostile like tail shaking him. Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was stored. Rest
Firing.
intercepted by UAV. The elevator's wind brake took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Locked.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. The cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
They're locked on me.
UAV destroyed. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Behind one. Missed.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
Make two.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating. Friendly fire. I saw it. Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly. by for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tack name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections?
That'll get decided in the skies.
Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back,
Can you land your ass in
Champ's
ground?
gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
No one's gonna take that bet.
What are you doing?
Oh, well,
plan.
I have no problem with him stirring things up a bit.
To you, but do not block the runway.
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer.
He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
3, this is Square 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. Squirrel Squadron, get into formation. There's nothing to worry
Spare
about.
15, you're too far away. No time for sightseeing.
There's a juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of different planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower! Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke!
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Might be done by now to rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger?
Starts. This is the meeting first.
If counts going
I
forward, it's
decide
all
when
mine.
you die.
Alright, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me.
Who's gonna dance to your line tune?
I'll show you all how it's done.
Enemies at the lock.
I got all dressed up for nothing.
Tabloid, bandit on your 6.
On my target. Letting it rip. We're easy pickings now. Push it. Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived.
Sorry, I got lucky.
This is Dolly Squadron. Passing waypoint 2 above cloud height.
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission.
Do they really think they can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
We're losing escorts. Hurry now. Finish the job and let's get out. No, we're in front of us, Stay on the mark. Begin the attack.
Oh yeah! Let's do this!
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
murderer. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harley's murderer.
Bingo! Direct hit!
Focus on destroying the target.
Careful on the clouds. Radar doesn't work as well in there. Breaking out of lock. I'm in position. Keep mine.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. There's your murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
We got a friendly!
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You need a gap to pull the trigger.
Wingman down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot. Let me just slide in there.
They're coming along with their guns.
But he killed Harlan with his guns, too.
Bandit in my sights. Evading missile.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Returning fire at exit. Fox 2. Enemy got away.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out. Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
This is a pretty nice ride. Twin service pretty good. Can't believe these seats used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy. 3 targets remaining. Two targets remaining.
Why would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. The papier-mâché strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Enemy on your tail. Watch out.
Hostile has a lock! Chow, bandit on your 6!
We've never had so many casualties. Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Bingo! Good going! That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
I'm on his back.
One bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first served.
targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. 1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that, Trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
aircraft. Spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave it to me. Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
What are the odds of getting out of line?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Target down. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Trigger. Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around. I'm done returning to base.
Spare 15, Fox 2. Target hit.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that?
Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Rhino. I'll try the building, so support me. Take care of the anti-aircraft guns.
Enemy on your tail. Watch it. Strike. Missile.
Missed target.
He took a bite out of me. Strike.
Hostile down. Spare 15, you're hit. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
I'm going after the plane. Damn it.
You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day.
The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count?
Trigger's the one who did most of the work.
Why are you so proud of that, full band? The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Missile! Break! Missile inbound! Damn, enemy hiding in a place like this. They could at least make themselves easier to hit. I'm spiked! I'll shake him!
The enemy can only hit us from a few positions. Set your sights on there.
Roll on special weapon. Vehicle down.
sneak. Trigger, they have a lock on you. Locked.
Someone help me out here!
Sam down.
Ammunition 0.
Has anti-surface weaponry. Missile! I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in, but it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. When something happens, they tell you what to do next. OCA has one. Probably says where and when Parker does or not. Do they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Band Dog. Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary. Let me look into this doctrine thing.
And your delusion.
Bribe is all you need to link to the terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
What's your thing? I don't need more work. Enemy has a lock.
These guys creep me out. What's with the scratches on their tail?
Ammunition 0.
Target is annihilated.
Pull up. Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked on. Locked on. Get out of there.
Missile. 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 Caution. Ammunition 0.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I think it sounds so easy.
Caution. Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
A missile hit you.
Stall warning.
My wing hit the wall.
Spare 15, Fox 2. Aircraft approaching at high speed, bearing 280. They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilot?
Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Caution. Pull up.
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? The penal units are just pawns.
That lying son of a bitch. Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
Ammunition 0.
Locked. Enemy in gun range. Five minutes remaining.
Ammunition 0.
Maintain course to return and resupply.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Spare 15, you are cleared for takeoff. Get your ass in gear.
I'm finally finding my crew.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
High roller missile. Shake it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table!
High roller missile. Another one.
I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
What happens to a bet when the banker's out?
Moron.
Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit. I'm hit by aircraft.
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try to stop me.
I'm getting behind Traeger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless.
Everyone knows you played your numbers.
I can't get close enough to try.
Missile away. Engage or face punishment.
Keep yapping away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle this best once and for all.
3 minutes remaining.
Troops destroyed all the trucks. This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job. Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
Control this mission, I'm afraid.
Evade! Evade! Watch your six!
Spare 15 blocked.
Friendly down!
Missile away. Target down. 2 minutes remaining.
Enemy is locked on!
Spare 15 Magnum. You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still have ammo. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise.
Overhead ring! You've got less than 3 days worth of energy stored! I need to get away! Breaking!
Spare 15, watch your tail.
Missile! Breaking! Yes, hit it! This one's mine! Attacking!
1 minute remaining.
They're taking off from inside! Tunnel? You've gotta be kidding.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Ammunition 0.
Special weaponry is gone.
Missile.
Vehicle down.
Only I can bring a radio to lift my spirits.
Missile. 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 Missile.
You're not like the ones who scurry back to the base, Trigger, I'll give you that.
Okay. We've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already. Some welcome.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them. You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
I'd rather be back myself.
There's no way I'm going back to the brig. Don't get in my way.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Enemy sighted! Closing fast!
Trigger really screwed the pooch.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Missile.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Trigger really screwed the pooch.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Missile.
Understood.
Don't panic! They'll crash on their own!
Caution.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Missile.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Missile.
Bandog?
Missile.
Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Trigger really screwed the pooch.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Pull up.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Christopher, Rosie and clouds above? This is a joke. It has to be.
I want to send the Russians to hell, but I sure enjoyed them.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
Pull up.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Enemy sighted, closing fast. You sure? In this weather? Fire! They have nowhere to run!
Locked. Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Missile incoming! Evade! Are you telling us we have to dodge lightning?
Missile.
Crosswind's gonna slam us into the rock.
It's blowing me off course.
Spear 15, missile away.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile. Missile.
The Wrangler Force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusia. They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I could find out.
Enough talk.
Did they have a death wish?
Anti-surface attacks in this weather? Give me a break, man. Man, I need missions that can help me improve my score on this crap.
Pull up. Missile.
Spear 15 has entered the clouds.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle down.
The wind! I can't fly straight!
Use the winds to guide you, amateurs.
Missile.
Destruction of target facility confirmed.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the General Staff Office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto.
It's cloudy around there. Radar visibility is limited. Stay alert.
Missile.
Careful. Don't crash into the mountains.
Missile.
And unless you have a death wish, watch your altitude. Radar facilities are silent, but those SAM sites are still a threat. Eliminate them.
Missile. Missile.
Chaff and flares deployed.
That's wind.
Missile.
All targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds! Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
UAV is zapped. They're acting bloody.
The lightning short-circuited those drones. How do you like that?
Go to hell.
Enemy's got a lock.
Strider 2, enemy behind you.
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Hey, I owe you.
Missile, don't let it touch you!
Alright, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Cyclops 3, watch your tail.
They move pretty good for machines.
Cyclops 2, look behind you.
Enemy on me!
Break it off. Band Dog, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
Shake that enemy!
Stall warning.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass!
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day at the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you keep your own nose clean.
Damn it.
Missile in the air, evading.
Let's go.
I've been spiked.
Want a piece of me? You got it.
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic.
Cyclops 4, evasive maneuvers, missile.
Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Missile in the air!
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Right, right!
Roger.
Where to go? Cyclops 2, evade that missile.
I can't get into overshoot. Flying against machines is a pain.
Missile away.
Hostile behind me!
This is bad. Fading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Try and stop me.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some new guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got it on his backs.
Cyclops 2, missile fired at you!
Enemy in gun range.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud. Cyclops 3, evade that missile.
Relevant to go out in pairs.
Cyclops 2, missile inbound.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Cyclops 3, break, missile inbound.
UAVs move swiftly. Watch your tails, guys.
Cyclops 3 is taking fire. We're not gonna last much longer unless you support us properly.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
Stall warning.
Friendly's made it out of the
Stall warning.
Are you sure?
Missile inbound. Jinking.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds. Objective lost. I told you not to let any get shot down. The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about.
As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds.
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass. Lining and finish them off.
Alright, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Lock broken by cloud cover. It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All
Strider 4, bandit on your 6. Cyclops 4, hostile behind you. Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar.
Enemy's got a lock.
Spare 15, launching missile.
Got one on my ass.
Some of the UAVs are behaving strangely.
Enemy on me.
Strider 4, missile inbound.
Dodge that missile.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Trigger just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking.
Damn it, I lost too much speed.
Are you bastards flying just to waste fuel?
Go to hell.
Cyclops 4,
Strider 4 is hit.
Damn, keep them safe.
I've kinda got my hands full.
Cyclops 2, watch your 6.
Spare 15 hit by lightning.
Evading.
Cyclops 3, evade that missile. Evading incoming missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Objective lost. I told you not to let any get shot down. The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
It's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about.
As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
The lightning short-circuited those drones. How do you like that?
Someone flew into the thunderclouds.
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Damn it, I lost too much speed.
Are you bastards flying just to waste fuel?
Go to hell. Strider 2, enemy behind you.
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Thanks. I owe you.
All right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
I've been spiked.
Cyclops 2, look behind you.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar. Strider 4, bandit behind you.
Spare 15 locked on.
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Spare 15 is out of commission. The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about.
As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Some of the UAVs are behaving strangely.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds. I can't get a
Spare 15 is broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Take that enemy.
UAV splashed.
Evade. Missile incoming.
Thanks. I owe you.
behind you.
All right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there. Cyclops 2, watch your 6.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile, don't let it touch you.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
UAVs retreating. Let's go. Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar. Got one on my ass.
Missile.
UAV down.
Missile close
closing. Breaking.
Shake that missile off, Cyclops 3!
Dodge that missile.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger. Spare 15, recon aircraft are trying to escape nearby.
Rider 4, missile inbound.
UAV down.
Hell, they don't even have a formation.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Missile inbound. Jinking.
Man dog, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone. Cyclops 2, look behind you! Bandit has a lock on me.
Wiseman 444 Squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Roger. Missile in the air.
Where to go?
Damn it, I lost too much speed.
Bastards flying just a waste fuel.
Watch your
Go to hell.
Locked on and good to go.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Trigger just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking.
Hostile behind me!
This is bad. Fading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Try and stop me.
Friendly made it out of the screwball? Are you sure?
Cyclops 4, missile!
If they are just decoys, there are too many.
Box 2. UAV destroyed.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Evading!
Missile incoming!
Hurry, goddammit.
Cyclops 2, missile inbound!
For Cyclops 2!
Cyclops 3, check your 6!
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud. Got it.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bad dog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
She'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil, Count. Don't make me laugh.
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear!
Not letting a damn robot shoot you
Tails,
down.
guys.
Someone hurry up and rescue our hapless regulars.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Cyclops 2 has broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Cyclops 1, check your 6! Cyclops 1, missile!
They're on me. Do something.
Quit whining and finish them off.
So I just gotta look at the support. Just one fighter.
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare Squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. Do you have more chores for us?
Spare 8, Champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it. Spare 8. No dogfighting. Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Yeah, shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost.
What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Blast them with 444's craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, from an element to take up the rear.
Get it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit.
Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine. Copy that, King. Don't call me that. Someone, you're made now! This is Soul 2. You've got enemy. Soul 1, behind you!
Enemy has a lock on you.
Soul 2, this is Soul 1. Soul 2 here, it's up. Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan. Fox 2.
This is Spare 11, launching missile.
Spare 15, caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss an opening. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard.
Spare 15, launching missile.
Wiseman, you see that color? Wait, he's flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. Clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, black as a sheet. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Taking fire.
Chaplain flares are running low.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking out the orange guy?
Just one's taking over.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Lucian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. We're gonna do that anyway.
Missile hit. Is he down? No, he managed to take it in a non-critical area. I'll teach you how to do that when we get back.
Hostile has a lock. Firing railgun. Spare 15 locked on. Look after your craft. One mistake and you're a goner. Enemy has a lock on you.
He dodged again. Interesting. 3 white lines. Do they signify something?
Spare 15 is down.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. 1 recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Blast them with 444's craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, spare 11. Form an element and take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
You'll be that, King.
Don't call me that.
Don't mind if I do.
Enemy is far me. Taking fire. Missile hit. Is he down? No, we managed to take it in a non-critical area. I'll teach you how to do that when we get back.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Fox 2.
Chaff and flares deployed.
You see that color? It's flying.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Hostile has a lock.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one's taking them on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Soul 2, this is Soul 1.
Soul 2 here. What's up?
Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Fusion, do not engage. If it gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Spare 15, locked on. Enemy has a lock on you.
Warning. System malfunction.
Spare 15, caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss an opening. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard.
Warning. System malfunction. Warning. System malfunction.
Shaking bandit.
Caution. Pull up.
Overachieve. Overachieve.
We're in the clouds.
Warning. Warning.
Look after your craft. One mistake and you're a goner.
Fox 2.
Feedback sensor damage. Warning. System malfunction.
Locked on target. Spare 15 is down.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Blast them with full force craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, spare 11, from an element to take up the rear. Forget it. Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't call me that.
Flares and chaff fire.
I can beat this. Locked on bandit.
Spare 15 firing railgun. Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15 got him.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm getting a little excited.
Go get him.
Missile hit. Is he down? No, he managed to take it in a non-critical area. I'll teach you how to do that when we get back.
Bandits in the clouds. Chase them down. You've got this.
Wiseman, you see that color? The way he's flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if he comes down, he'll act as a sheep. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
The enemy's in the clouds. Follow them, Spare 15. Do something or the entire recon squadron could go down.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one is taking him on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Persian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock. Spare 15, caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss it only. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard.
Soul 2, this is Soul 1.
Soul 2 here. What's up?
Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Soul 1, I can't see you in the clouds.
Focus on your own job, Seymour.
Evasive action!
Box 2.
System failure. Alert. System failure.
Soul 1, this is Soul 2.
My status is fine. Do not interfere.
Soul 1, the clouds are moving in. Let's return to base.
Affirmative.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will he be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. 1,500 meters. Lower your nose. You're too high. Great work. Nice job at not ruining a good plane. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs...
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face. Like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was going to keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Grays, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. The boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah! I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this, too easy.
Another one dropped.
Burn, bitches!
Are you guys all done? I thought at least one of you was safe.
This
means being stuck in the field, babe.
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on that.
Baby, continuing attack. Oh, we just got everything unloaded.
Give me a hand.
Come on, stand its ass.
On my target.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
3 minutes remaining. Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
I got hit, but it's no big deal.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Attack this.
Somebody help!
People are trapped inside.
The enemy's gunning for me.
Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You're the only sane one here.
Bandos was right. We're the proper military. Enough with the whole down act tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
The oil tank. Shit. There's no way we can extinguish it.
Hostile behind you.
2 minutes remaining.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Lay down.
Target down.
Bandit acquired.
Bombs away. Start destroying the facilities around the harbor one by one. They got spare 15.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Box 2. Goes well until we started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah!
Yeah, target destroyed.
I've got more bad news. The
Megastorm and Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Somebody help! 60 people are trapped inside!
Cal, missile incoming!
Another one's popped.
Take this. Burn, bitches!
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was safe. This thing's getting stuck in the field, babe.
Yeah, target destroyed.
New position behind bandits. Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
3 minutes remaining.
Can't put the fire out. Get back!
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on that.
Warning, bandit!
Hostile has a lock! Trigger eliminated target.
Why are we getting hit after reinforcements came? Break! Break!
Missile in the air! Heads up!
Trigger, quietly plugging away. Think you're the only sane one here?
Bandog was right. We're no proper military. Enough with the holier-than-thou tabloids. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here to work on it. It's all about where you're from.
Behind target, attacking.
Damn it, I got one on my back.
Trigger eliminated target.
Bombs away.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger. Go away, Bonner. Enemy has a lock.
Locked on target.
In position behind bandit. Box 2, box 2.
Missile. Ammunition 0.
Dust Cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary. Spare 15, Fox 2.
Enemy has a lock.
There's a lock on Trigger's burn.
Just got everything unloaded.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow. 30 seconds remaining.
Caution. Pull up.
Spare 15 down. What happened?
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, more warships. Plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Box 2. Whoa. Shows well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah! Another one's popped. Take this.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was sane.
Attacking from behind my target.
This beat's being stuck at the penal base.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy. It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn.
Somebody help! These people are trapped inside!
Stuck on there!
Hostile has a lock!
Someone snuck up on you, numbskull.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
I can't put the fire out! Get back! The fuel's too strong!
Missile incoming! Evade!
Anessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
3 minutes remaining.
Enemy vessel closing! Breaking!
Why are we getting hit after reinforcements came?
In the air! Heads up!
Heads up! Bandit behind you! That only scratched me up. Continuing with combat.
Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You're the only sane one here.
Bandog was right. We're no proper military. Enough of the now act tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do.
Was that all you had, Fairfield?